So video 7 is about back onto the doors, because the doors are a big thing. Torsion bars, I've never heard them snapping, but I don't believe you can get them anymore. So when you go and see your car, if the door opens and it is a bit clunky as it opens, it's a bit of a pull to get it open, it may need some adjustment on the door, but long as it goes up and it can hold its own weight, it's fine. The gas struts are not very expensive at all. I think off my head they're about £30, so you can buy various different types of them, but the ones from DeLorean Go have got it was like a nice dampened effect, so when the door comes up it's slowed up at the end, so it didn't put too much tension on the door, because where the actual strut sits, the two pins, that pin's located in the top of the roof box. That can come loose because it's fiberglassed in, so that can be an issue, because basically it's got a lot of tension still on that little pin, and it can be pulled and moved around inside, so it can become loose. Also, the roof boxes are known to separate as well, the way they're bonded in. So on the top of the car, you've got the two doors, and then you've got a T-piece that comes across the top of the car. So when you take the T-piece off, there's a roof box inside there, and there's an inspection panel, so you can take this inspection panel off, and that's where all your electrics are, for your electric windows and your door mirrors and things like that. While you're in there, make sure you clean the connections perfectly, get any corrosion out at all, because that can cause problems. One day your windows work, one day they don't, one day your door mirror goes left and right, next day it go up and down. Yeah, it causes a lot of problems, so get in there, get it all cleaned, and then anyway, we're back to the roof box. And the roof box on mine had started to separate. It hadn't separated fully, but it started to. Basically the whole door is connected to that roof box, so once that moves, it can move the doors as well, so it's paramount that is bolted down. There is an adaptation kit, which is basically 4 bolts that you, while the T-piece is off, you drill straight through the actual box section of the actual frame on the top, and at the bottom you put the washer and the nut on, and basically you clamp it down together. So the roof box, where it's starting to separate the top from the bottom, you're pushing it down and it's holding it here. So you put 4 bolts in across the top of your section, and that literally clamps it together, so any play that it's got or any start movement it has, that will disappear. It's not a nice job. I did it myself, and it's easy, reasonably easy, because you're just drilling 4 holes, but to drill 4 holes in your roof section, and yeah, it's painful. Yeah, there's no other word to describe it. Your pride and joy in your drilling and studding bolts through your top of your roof. Of course, you have to make sure that they're all bonded in nicely, get some sticker flex and things, just to make sure that no water can drip through. I know it's got the T-piece on the top, but there's still water that channels through there, so you just make sure that's all waterproof. And also I waterproofed the box, the little inspection panel as well, because you don't want any water or moisture inside that roof box, because that's, like I say, where all your electrical connections are. And especially if you've got a time machine DeLorean, the flux bands and everything sit on top of that as well, so to try and get back in there, and that T section is a nightmare with all of the roof panel on for the Back to the Future kit. So good lesson learned there.